What's up, fight fans? The boxing world is in absolute chaos. Once again, at the center of it all is none other than Ryan Garcia! Just when we thought things couldn't get any crazier, King Rye has unleashed a verbal assault on Devin Haney that's leaving everyone's jaws on the floor. Buckle up, because we're diving deep into this wild new chapter of their rivalry. Let's set the stage real quick. Garcia is currently serving a one-year suspension after testing positive for Osterine following his controversial win over Haney back in April. That victory erased from the record books. His $1.2 million purse gone. But if you thought Garcia was going to lay low and lick his wounds, think again. The fireworks started when Garcia took to X to unload on Haney with a series of tweets that can only be described as nuclear. Brace yourselves, because some of these are seriously intense. Garcia kicked things off by mocking Haney's legal action against him, writing, "There is no way. No, I'm being sued for hurting Devil Haney feelings? Softest man ever created? This crazy don't know Bill Haney's sperm was like this?" But that was just a warm-up. Garcia then dropped a shocking accusation involving Diddy, saying, "Remember when Diddy did Devin in the..." He followed that up with another crude jab. Devin lost not because of PDs, but because he got BBC, and I'm not talking about news. Garcia then doubled down on the Diddy references. Devin, Diddy both have D's. Crazy. How you attract what you want? They Diddy boys, that's crazy. One day Dev the bottom, the next Diddy takes his turn. Sick. Just when you thought it couldn't get any wilder, Garcia took things to an even darker place. "I gave him brain damage. If there is a rematch, mark my words, you'd actually die in the ring. Not saying I want that to happen, but like the Russian in Rocky IV said, if he dies, he dies." The onslaught continued with Garcia mocking Haney's cognitive abilities. Devin Haney can't string a sentence anymore, that's actually sad. And to cap it all off, he even claimed Haney's career was finished. I really don't think Devin Haney will ever fight again. I did a number on him. Devin Haney is retired. Now, let's be real for a second. Trash talk is nothing new in boxing. We've seen plenty of fighters go at each other on social media. But this feels different. Garcia isn't just trying to hype a fight or get under Haney's skin. These comments are crossing lines that many in the sport consider sacred. The reaction from fans has been swift and divided. Some are defending Garcia, with one ex-user writing, "1 year is nothing. NYCAC handled it the best way possible for both fighters. Small suspension for Ryan, big reward for Haney. Haney will duck Ryan from here forward." Another supporter added, "So basically Ryan misses on a one-fight max, LOL, this is nothing. 12-month training camp." But for every Garcia defender, there's someone calling for harsher punishment. One critic argued, "Should be getting 2 years minimum. 100% a drug cheat who came in overweight and was caught using IVs should not get anything less than 2 years. Another fan put it bluntly, "Man, they made an example out of him," which, to be fair, that's what should happen, because there should be zero tolerance for performance-enhancing drugs in the sport. It doesn't erase what people witness on the night, but it's the right thing to do. So, what's driving Garcia to lash out like this? Is it frustration over his suspension, an attempt to stay relevant while he's sidelined, or is there something deeper going on? Remember, this is a fighter who's been open about his struggles with mental health in the past. Could the stress of the situation be taking its toll? Or is this all part of a calculated strategy to set up a massive payday when he returns to the ring? Whatever the reason, Garcia's actions are in stark contrast to Haney's more measured approach. While Garcia is firing off inflammatory tweets, Haney is letting his legal team do the talking. He's pursuing action against Garcia, claiming the tainted fight has damaged both his reputation and earning potential.
My lawyers and team will do what they got to do to, and to prove that, and in court, and against Ryan Garcia, and we will take legal action, to because it has affected me, not only my financially, but mentally, everything.
Haney told Title Sports Network, "It definitely had a major impact. I haven't made $1.5 million since my beginning days of signing with Matchroom, so it affected me. My lawyers and my team will do what they gotta do to prove that in court against Ryan Garcia, and we will take legal action because it has affected me, not only financially, but mentally and everything." It's a smart move by Haney. By taking the high road and focusing on the legal aspects, he's positioning himself as the professional in this situation. But make no mistake, the damage has been done. Even though Garcia's win was overturned to a no contest, the public saw Haney hit the canvas 3 times. That's not something you can erase from people's memories. This whole saga raises some serious questions about the state of boxing. How do we balance the need for hype and promotion with the integrity of the sport? Where do we draw the line between acceptable trash talk and going too far? And how do we handle situations where a fighter tests positive for banned substances? The New York State Athletic Commission's handling of Garcia's case has been scrutinized by many in the boxing community. Some feel the 1-year suspension is too lenient, especially given the nature of the substance found in Garcia's system. Ostarine is no joke. It's a selective androgen receptor modulator, SRAM, that can significantly enhance performance. Others argue that the commission's decision to strip Garcia of his purse sends a strong message. Losing $1.2 million is no small punishment, and it sets a precedent for how similar cases might be handled in the future. But let's zoom out for a second and look at the bigger picture. This isn't just about Garcia and Haney. It's about the future of boxing as a whole. In an era where combat sports are competing for attention with countless other forms of entertainment, incidents like this can be a double-edged sword. On one hand, the controversy generates buzz. People who might not normally follow boxing are suddenly talking about it. But on the other hand, it reinforces negative stereotypes about the sport. It feeds into the perception that boxing is corrupt, that it's all hype and no substance. And what about the next generation of fighters coming up? What message does this send to them? That it's okay to use performance-enhancing drugs as long as you're willing to face a suspension? That there are no real consequences for making outrageous and potentially harmful statements on social media? These are questions that the boxing world needs to grapple with. Because, make no mistake, this isn't an isolated incident. It's part of a larger trend that's been building for years. So, where do we go from here? For Garcia, the path forward is unclear. Even after he serves his suspension, he'll have to contend with the damage done to his reputation. Can he rebuild trust with fans and fellow fighters? Or will he be forever tainted by this controversy? As for Haney, he's in a tough spot. Despite being the winner in this situation, he's still dealing with the fallout. His undefeated record may be intact on paper, but in the court of public opinion, there's always going to be an asterisk next to that fight with Garcia. One thing's for sure, this story is far from over. With legal action pending and Garcia seemingly unable to keep quiet, we can expect plenty more twists and turns in the months ahead. The boxing world will be watching closely to see how this all plays out. Will there be a rematch between Garcia and Haney once the suspension is lifted? And if so, how will promoters handle the marketing given all this bad blood? There's also the question of how other fighters will react. Will we see more boxers pushing the envelope with their trash talk, trying to generate the same kind of attention Garcia has? Or will there be a backlash with fighters and fans alike calling for a return to more respectful promotion? It's a pivotal moment for the sport. How governing bodies, promoters, and fighters respond to this situation could set the tone for years to come. As fans, we've got a role to play too. It's up to us to decide what kind of boxing culture we want to support. Do we reward outrageous behavior with our attention and our dollars? Or do we demand better from the sport we love? These are heavy questions, and there are no easy answers. But one thing's for sure, the conversation isn't going away anytime soon. So what do you think, fight fans? Has Ryan Garcia gone too far with his latest comments? Or is this just the new normal in the world of boxing rivalries? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe to catch all the latest updates on this explosive situation. We'll be breaking down every jab, both in and out of the ring, as this saga continues to unfold. Until next time, keep those gloves up and stay tuned for more boxing drama.